Hello, I'm Olivia, a member of the bicycle enthusiasts living in Sweden. Sweden, officially known as the Kingdom of Sweden, is a country located on the Scandinavian peninsula in northern Europe. The country has a land area of 450,295 square kilometers and shares borders with Norway and Denmark. Sweden is one of the countries with the most daylight in the world. The distance from Istanbul to our capital takes approximately 3.5 hours, and the time zone is just 1 hour behind Turkey. Sweden is described as a country with high quality of life, an advanced population, and a peaceful atmosphere. However, it's essential to address some realities in the country alongside these claims. For instance, the state provides extensive support for those struggling to find employment, covering rents, and offering free healthcare services. Additionally, families with children receive various forms of support from the government. Despite these advantages, Sweden faces certain challenges. Issues such as high suicide rates, alcohol addiction, and loneliness should not be overlooked. Moreover, while immigrants are expected to establish businesses and contribute to employment, there might be difficulties in fostering entrepreneurship in the business world. Looking at the demographics, the majority of the Swedish population is Swedish, with immigrants constituting a significant portion. However, in this officially non-religious country, people with different beliefs also coexist. Statistics may show some discrepancies because refugees are often not reflected in the data, as they are not citizens. Swedes tend to have a social behavior of avoiding self-praise and appearing equal to others. There is an effort to create an atmosphere in the workplace where everyone has a say and bosses value the opinions of their employees. Loneliness holds a significant place in Swedish culture. People living in small homes often live alone, contributing to high loneliness rates in the country. Nevertheless, Swedes generally respect personal space and are reserved when it comes to physical contact. The high proficiency in English makes living in Sweden more accessible, with English being widely spoken. Almost everyone is fluent in English, and it is frequently used for communication. However, knowing Swedish is advantageous, as it holds a significant position as the official language of the country. The currency of the country is the Swedish krona. Today, 1 Swedish krona corresponds to 1 Turkish lira. Cash usage in Sweden has significantly decreased, and a decision made on March 24, 2020 will completely eliminate cash transactions, promoting the use of digital currency. While the majority of Swedes shop online, even public toilets do not accept cash. Swedish banks issue bank cards to individuals aged 7 and above. The minimum wage varies by region, but is generally around 18,000 kroner. Average salaries by profession are as follows: teachers 35,000, doctors 65,000, police officers 33,000, engineers 45,000, architects 41,000, lawyers 50,000, waiters 23,000, and bank managers company executives 76,000 kroner. They work 40 hours a week, and there is no overtime pay. Swedes tend to dress in a similar and orderly fashion, preferring not to stand out. The government supports new businesses by providing an 8-hour payment as if they were employees. For the unemployed, the government pays 265 kronor for 300 days. Despite being one of the world's top 17 expensive countries, Sweden has high purchasing power. A bottle of water averages 20 kronor, and a cup of coffee is 40-50 kronor. Tap water is free and often preferred. In Swedish markets, people use a unique payment system, scanning barcodes for their purchases. Lastly, fruits and vegetables in Sweden are usually imported. Water, similar to options in restaurants, is generally free. In Swedish markets, a kilogram of oranges and tomatoes averages 30 kronor. A kilogram of apples is around 35 kronor. A kilogram of red meat is 185 kronor. And a kilogram of Swedish cheese is 100 kronor. Ice cream trucks roaming the streets attract attention by playing their own melodies. Housing rental processes vary by country. For instance, renting a house in Sweden might be challenging, with long waiting times to be listed. On rental platforms, customers can queue up to rent a house by earning daily points. In the capital, Stockholm, average house rental prices start at 35,000 krona for small rooms and can go up to 79,000 krona for larger rooms. Sweden imposes high income taxes, but these taxes translate into extensive social services, such as government-supported healthcare, elderly care, and education. Healthcare services are generally free in Sweden, and the state covers certain age limits for dental treatments. Additionally, the government provides housing assistance, free transportation cards for those over 60, and covers a significant portion of education expenses. The Swedish education system focuses on children's development, and exams typically commence after the 8th grade. The government encourages families to have children, offering financial support from pregnancy to post-birth. Marriage is not common in Sweden, and cohabiting couples enjoy various privileges. The country is known for its environmentally friendly policies and plays a pioneering role in recycling, aiming to achieve a 100% energy target by 2040. They direct large items like mobiles to recycling stations just outside the city. Additionally, there are machines that encourage plastic and glass bottle recycling by offering 1 or 2 kron for each waste. Sweden pioneered the world's first recycling shopping center in 2015, giving new life to old items. With 14 stores located next to the waste collection center, people come here to exchange items they no longer want, ranging from furniture to electronics and accessories. Everything is sold in this shopping center. Sweden has very clean air with low carbon emissions. In 2020, electric cars make up 32.2% of the total, ranking Sweden 3rd globally. People rarely honk in traffic. The country's integration with natural beauty eliminates the need to travel for miles. 2/3 of the land is covered with forests, and there are around 100,000 lakes. Sweden's weather includes long, cold, and dark winters. In summer, days are long, and in northern regions, there is no night. Even during winter, you might not see the sun, so lighting is crucial. Swedes experience natural phenomena like the northern lights and the midnight sun. Swedish coffee culture is noteworthy. Swedes, with an average consumption of 8.2 kilograms of coffee per person annually, often take breaks throughout the day as coffee breaks. Swedes embrace a minimalist, simple, and balanced lifestyle in every aspect of life. Scheduled meetings and laundromats that operate on an appointment basis are part of Swedish culture. Art holds a significant place in Sweden. The Stockholm metro system, with its approximately 110 kilometers, is one of the world's longest. Over 150 adorn these stations, turning the metro journey into an art gallery tour. One of Sweden's biggest problems is the impact of immigrants. The money of immigrant origin individuals released in 2018, approximately 2.5 million, constitutes a quarter of the country's abundance. While there has been some change in recent years, Sweden is still a beautiful place, but not exactly a paradise. In the migration wave of 2015, about 163,000 refugees were accepted, revealing a problem with highly skilled individuals struggling to find employment. This situation, coupled with the support of disruptive refugees by the state, has led to dissatisfaction among the public, as a portion of their taxes goes to these individuals. The Swedish government granted unlimited residency rights in 2015, leading to the emergence of many unaccompanied children in the country. However, following subsequent events, these children underwent bone tests, revealing that 8,000 of them were 18 years old. According to their accounts, Sweden used to be a much safer and more beautiful country. Bus stops existed, but now they cannot be found in the same places. Incidents of cars being set on fire occurred, and crimes persisted. In just 2019, approximately 100 bombing incidents took place. Sweden is the country with the highest number of conflicts in arms trade globally, among the ICTV and Scandinavian countries. In 2020, it ranked first in the crime rate among EU countries, but due to events in Belarus and France in 2021, it dropped to second place. The increase in rapes is attributed to prohibited fences. Despite crime rates rising by over 35% in the last 10 years, with 85% of these crimes committed by immigrants, Sweden is considered the 18th safest place globally for women according to the Global Peace Index. The country has not participated in any wars since 1814. Sweden is the world's third most democratic country, governed by a constitutional monarchy, where the king has a symbolic role and political power is concentrated in the elected prime minister. The king represents the state and awards Nobel Prizes. The prime minister has the right to use public transport for free, unlike members of parliament who lack this privilege. The gender ratio in parliament is 46%, while it is 50% in the government cabinet. Sweden, following the Netherlands, is a country with energy efficiency in gender equality and human rights. Everyone entering the country's borders has the same rights.